Hello, happy homesteaders. Star Baby Homestead here. It is the second week in February, and I'm going to do a quick garden tour here. Not too much has changed since the last update I did for January. What we have here, kale is still flourishing. They look a little bit sad because, we got hit by frost. So that's what you're seeing. Some of my smaller plants are looking a bit sad, but we're having warm weather. It's now in like the 60s, 70s, and plenty of rain is on the horizon for the week. So kale is very hardy, so even though this is tender kale, I know it will recover. So it's still just plugging away. My arugula and my Brussels sprouts over here are still doing nothing. I almost just want to pull them out and call it a day. Or I'll just leave them in the ground until spring and see what happens. My broccoli has been sort of burned by this, the extreme weather that we've had. So this is what we have here. I have not successfully had a head of broccoli, I think, out of the whole year last year. The garlic and the shallots are still doing well. My bed of onions over here, they are slow growing. But onions are slow growing, so probably aren't going to get these till summer, maybe fall. They've been struggling because as soon as I put them in the ground, it got cold. So I just keep them covered just to keep birds out of them. So what you see here is my cabbage looking a little bit sad. Let me adjust this down. And I'm probably going to be harvesting these today. These are my Tierra cabbages, and not only do they look like they're getting like black spot, they've also been burned by 20-degree weather. And yeah, I'm going to be harvesting these because they are ready. But the outer leaves are, I can just take those off. As you can see, there's a nice healthy core under there. And then I'm going to cut them off at the base and do what I normally do. Just have a second harvest. I'm going to be spraying them with this fungicide, which ought to help with some of the black spots so I won't completely lose the plant. But my broccoli over there is just done. It is done in by black spot. It looks like a couple of my Savoys are trying to get it, though I can't tell. I guess that is some black spot or some rust. Not really sure. But this one's about ready to be harvested. I'm going to spray it and leave it. These grew smaller, but they were from a different batch than the ones that I got over here, which have grown to be just absolutely ginormous. Like, look how big this is. I've got big hands, people, okay? And this is a really big cabbage. So probably going to be harvesting those pretty soon or just leaving them. Here's the one that I cut off, and as you can see, second harvest coming on in here, growing around the base of the stem. And some of these still need to stay in the ground for a little while, but onions are still over here. So check out what I'm doing with these bricks. I'm going to be replacing all the red bricks with some sort of light colored, light grayish pavers that we're going to do for our beds, and we're going to put white rocks in there. So I decided to move these out and just keep them, over here to start like some raised beds, get some borders. I'm going to be putting flowers in here. So I want this to be flowers and vegetables, just whole area, just an explosion of color. Let's see, what's over here? My Dutch late flatheads, doing good. Some of them are now just starting to head, and they look like they're going to need to be sprayed. And you guys know about the Chinese cabbage that I'm completely uninterested in. It's gone to seed. I haven't even bothered to do anything with them. Again, they're going to be great for the compost. Broccoli, not so much. There are some sprouts, some side shoots. You guys know I call everything a sprout. Forgive me. There are some side shoots. That one looks okay. But between the black spot and between the just the freezing cold weather, it has been horrible for broccoli. So fingers crossed on this season. My two little purple cabbages holding on for dear life. I think I'm going to be putting cauliflower and broccoli over here this year. Still got some some carrots in the ground. Strawberries still hanging on. I'm going to be taking this huge lavender bush out of this bed so that my strawberries can spread, and I'm going to place it on the end over here. I did not anticipate it getting so big. I thought it would just help deter pests and just to be, you know, a lovely accent to the garden besides its smell, but it is so big that yeah, it's taking up way too much room, so it's got to go. So today I think I'm waiting on some containers that I have ordered because as you can see, my daikon, I know they look terrible, but some of this is just burned from the outside, but yeah, I'm gonna be harvesting these today. The greens look absolutely delicious, so probably gonna be stir frying those up, but I also have to make room in my refrigerator, and although this looks like a lot, they're not huge. So I think once I chop them up and prepare them that, you know, they're not going to take up too much space, but maybe I'll do some kimchi, maybe I'll do some freezing or lacto fermentation. But yeah, these babies are going to be coming out today. And more carrots in here, a little lettuce that is still holding on and has not gone to seed. And so maybe I'll be able to get in at least another salad out of this. But I've started some seeds, so hopefully I won't go too long without fresh salad. I do have matcha growing over here. But you guys, it is so slow growing. Like, this isn't enough food for anything. Like, that's like a garnish. And what are you going to do with that? Okay. So yeah, I know it looks a little raggedy, but it's winter. Got the cardboard down, and yeah, I'm just preparing because as soon as spring hits, gonna be, you know how it goes. As soon as spring comes, you guys, it's hurry, hurry, hurry. It's nonstop, pretty much until about midsummer, fall. Then here it gets so hot you can't do anything, so you have no choice but to stay inside. So you kind of have to set some of this and forget it and just water everything so that it doesn't die. But one thing I did want to show you, and I probably should have done a video, but I didn't, is I pruned the peach tree again. So hopefully you can see it. Let me back up a little bit. Come around, and I've taken off a lot of that dead wood that was on there, and I pruned it into a better shape where not only I can get the peaches, but light can come in. Okay, hopefully you can see it, but light can come in and get to the fruit. Hopefully I didn't over prune it and shock it, and you know, hopefully it won't die on me. But I'm excited to see how that works out. The sun is just coming up. I did a video earlier on planting, and it was overcast. So all day today, some sun and a little bit of rain. But I hope you all are doing well. Let me know in the comments if you're struggling with your late fall garden. What's still growing, if you have anything. What are you still harvesting? And I really look forward to hearing from you all. Stay happy and stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.